Hello there guys, Matt here, hope you're all well and welcome to episode number 4 of my How to A2A Cessna 182 series, starting where we left off in Aboyne, routing down towards Stonehaven, and then a right turn down towards Lucas, which is, for those of you who may know, is a military airfield. From Lucas, continuing our journey southwestbound towards Cumbernauld, which is our final destination. Today's episode is a little bit different, as I have not got the iPad overlay with any of the Sky Demon stuff. This is just pure visual flying. I hope to have some fun. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you do. Okay, let's get going.
Golf Air 007, turn right, heading 185, reduce speed 180 knots.
185 on the heading, 180 on the speed Golf Air 007.
Speedbird 124, reduce speed 160 knots to 40 me.
Reduce 160 to 40, speed 124.
So, here we are. My track IR is a little bit too fast. Not track IR, sorry, Easy Dock is a little bit too fast. A very wet, very cold Scottish morning. Again, can't plug this product enough, but Rex Clouds, Rex Soft Clouds is what you see in the sky. And yeah, it's beautiful, albeit very wet. So, as I said, the plan is to depart from here on the westerly runway, then make a left-hand turn down towards the coast, and then once we've done that, track the coast down towards Dundee, and then make our way towards Cumbernauld, and hopefully we can get this done in a relatively quick time. But who knows? We will see. Okay, I suppose we better get this thing set up. I have put the fuel in even. I just stuck 50% in each tank because it doesn't need any excessive planning. It's just, well, enough fuel to get us there. So, let's do this. Okay, so track IR is on, which is always fun. I'm going to get the pilot's owner's handbook, whatever you want to call it, out and stick that there. We are going to quickly check maintenance, which is here, and everything is good, there's no issues, so I am happy with that. So, page number 2, airplane weight and balance is checked, parking brake is set, but we'll take it off and reset it again just to check it. Control wheel lock we can get rid of, and the ignition and avionics are off at the moment. Master switch can come on, and the fuel quantity is good. Static pressure alternate source valve is off, and the annunciator panel switch we can test by dragging it and holding it. Let it flash. 5 usually. Let go, and only the things that should stay on will stay on. Very good. Oil pressure in the vacuums. Okay, so fuel selector valve is now going to get set to both. And the cowl flaps we can open just here. The flaps we can extend. That noise. And then we can turn the master switch back off. And the elevator trim we can slowly set for takeoff. I still can't get over how bad this weather is. I wonder what it's going to be like once we actually get into the climb. That will be interesting. Okay. Done. Right. Next page. I guess it's all about engine starting now, which it is. So, the throttle can be cracked a little bit. The mixture is all the way out. Prop controls all the way in. Master switch can come back on. The beacon light can come on. And I always put the nav on as well. I don't know why it puts the nav on later, but maybe that's just me being stupid. Cowl flaps are open, and it's not a warm start, so we need to turn the fuel pump on and mixture rich until positive fuel flow. Fuel pump off, idle the mixture. Shout clear prop out of the window, like so. Close the window again. And then, fingers crossed, there she blows. First time. Very good. That was quite an achievement for me. Turn the Garmin on. Turn the avionics on now. Nav light's already on. Radio's on. And we can bring the flaps not all the way up, just 2 notches. Because we do have to contend with this rather small runway. Page number 3 is all about before takeoff. We'll do that when we get down to towards the runway. Okay, so that's that. As far as bugging stuff up, I suppose we could set a westerly heading thereabouts. As far as altitude goes, well, we can climb to 5.5 or 4.5 actually, maybe 4.5. Yeah, we'll go up to 4.5. It all depends on the cloud, really. I don't want to get stuck in them, and I just realised I've left these things on. Whoops, Pito. Let's get rid of them. There you go. You didn't see anything. My bad. Easy to forget. Okay, taxi light is on, and everything else looks okay. We can turn the brightness up of the gauges or the panel switch or the panel lights even, if we want to. Well, I don't think we need to. I think that's just a nice tone to them in that state. There you go. That's okay. Maybe that back light is a bit too bright. Not that one. Not that one. That one. You see it's affecting the lights over here. Okay, cool. Let's taxi, which, well, there is, well, taxi, loosely speaking, because we can't really go anywhere. It's just down to the bottom here, and then turn around and depart off the furthest away runway. I can assume that this is a taxiway, but if I go on that, my wing is going to hit that glider, so I'll just use the grass. And then once we're past everything, then I'll go on there. I don't think it is, actually. No, I think it's all grass done here, which is fine. I don't mind grass. Do a quick control check while we're taxiing. Is good. We're going to have to go onto the grass now, because I'm not sure where that taxiway goes, if it's even a taxiway. Okay, brakes on. So the wind is coming directly from the west, so we'll spin it round and do a mags check here. Or we'll do it in between those runways, actually. We'll go around the back of this one. Spin it around to the west, and then just stop here. Okay, parking brake set. So, max check, 1800 or 1700 RPM. What is it in this one? Let's see, 1800. Away we go. Mixture's full rich. 15, 16, 17, 18 is there. So we'll check the left one first. 50-ish drop. Back to both. Stabilize, and to the right. A 50-ish drop again, very good. Means the mags are all working good. Prop cycle, 3 times. 1. 2. Makes the weirdest noise ever. And 3. Done. Okay, so let's just check we've done everything. So seatbelt doors checked and secure. Flight controls are sorted, flight instruments are set, fuel quantities checked, mixture's rich, cowl flaps are open. Fuel selector valves on both, throttle we just did all of that. Nothing's illuminated on the annunciator panel, elevator trim is set, flaps are set to 10. That is the before takeoff checklist complete, even though it's not really a checklist. I need to fix the misting again in this stupid plane, because that's all it ever seems to do is mist up. Let's see what that says now. Cabin is cool, but warming rapidly, so let's push that away. I don't know why I'm keeping it at 1800 RPM. Talk about giving it a good run. Right, we'll go to map on the GPS, although we're not going to be really using that much. But warming rapidly. We don't want it to warm that rapidly. Let's push that in a bit. And then about there. That'll do. We'll keep an eye on that as we're in the cruise. Okay, so strobe and landing lights and pitot heats can go on. And if my takeoff was anything like the last time I flew this on grass, well, not really grass, but a small runway, it's not going to be that pleasant. But whatever. Right, let me just see I don't overshoot this. Because this thing is bloody small. Yeah, look at that, that's ridiculous. How am I meant to take an aircraft off that? Let's go. $50, $60, and the wind took us. That's all good. Bring the yoke back. Look at the wind, it's just pushing us into the sky. Drop the nose forward a bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. And the flaps can come up. Nice view. Turn out to the left. Now we can't climb above 3,000 feet. So that's one of the only things we cannot do. Because Aberdeen may be a little bit mad. Just approaching 2,000 feet now. $2,300 feet. I'll start to trim it forward a little bit. And there goes the visibility. In the clouds we go. It's not the greatest situation to be in, I'll admit. But fly with instruments, not eyes, and you'll be fine. They need to fix that bug with Active Sky where the clouds come through the flight deck. It just looks incredibly weird. Right, 3,000 feet is fast approaching. So, forward trim. Keep us below that shelf. Go. We're just looking for the coast, and then once we found the coast we can track the coast southwest bound and then head towards Dundee. There's 3,000 feet. Let's turn those over a bit. Power back just a smidge. Ah, look at that. out into the best visibility ever. Would you look at that? It's still raining. It stopped for a bit and now it's started again. And I think I can just see the shimmers of the ocean just in front of us, which is very good. We just don't have to leave Aberdeen's airspace now, so we can actually climb a bit higher very, very shortly. So we will do that. So I'm going to bug the heading to the heading we're going, and then put the autopilot in, if it'll let me, and heading select, and altitude, arm, I think it is. How do we go to VS? Arm again. I do remember how to do this, I promise. It's just been a while. Right, so you go to altitude, and then up. And then that should just say 4,500. There we go, done. There's the coast. Very good. Apparently we're coming up on a place called Inverbervie. Down there on the left is Inverbervie. Oh no, down there on the left is Stonehaven. My bad. Whatever I just said, Bevy, is down there, that little place. Nice visibility now we're over the sea. Good stuff. Make a right turn to the southish. We'll follow this all the way down as far as just north of Lucas, Dundee way. Cross over the top of that. South of Beam Perth, and then down through, well, just north of Edinburgh, really. And I've been told that Cumbernauld is a little bit impossible to find. It's located quite high up. And I had a quick look at the weather before we came here, and well, before we started this, and it's not great today. It's pretty gusty. And apparently they have a west-east configuration, so we can we'll be landing on the west side. West side, lol. Yeah, we'll be landing on the west side, so fingers crossed it'll be okay. Approaching 4,500 feet. There's the level off. Well, here we are, overhead Lucas, it's just down there, I don't know if you can see it, just 12 o'clock of us. That's the RAF base, St Andrews. And over there somewhere is Dundee. I'm trying to see if I can see it. Cloudy at the moment, but always good. And then over there, just past that water, is Edinburgh. Those of you that are familiar with the area and Dundee and stuff like that, look at those trees that are rendering in. then you'll know where Dundee is. I'm just trying to see if I can see it. It apparently is, if I zoom in, there. See it? That is Dundee. Right there. So, plan of action for now is just to continue in this southwesterly direction, and we are going to pass over the M90, and then once we are visual with the M80, which is the road that runs down towards Cumbernauld, then we'll pick that up and we'll fly into Cumbernauld. We're good for altitude at the moment. Edinburgh's airspace is a little bit south of us. There's no airspace here according to any of the charts. So it's just a case of flying and enjoying it. The weather's cleared up a bit now, it's not too bad. It was pretty nasty up near Aberdeen, but it's nice. The weather at Cumbernauld is still really bad though, so great. But no, it's manageable, it's just a little bit blustery. Well, the weather took a turn for the worse. We just passed Fife, and apparently we're over a place called Kinross, which is there is a motorway, the M90. It's just down there. You see it behind us. So the plan here now is to we need to descend down to below 2,500 feet because there's a clutch of airspace that we're about to enter, which belongs to Edinburgh. So we are gonna duck below that. That's the plan, and then we'll still track to the southwest. This aircraft is really useless on autopilot when it's windy, but we're going to carry on to the southwest, and then from there we'll pick up the M80. Fingers crossed. At the moment we're heading to a place called Stirling, a little bit south of Stirling. Just froze, that was weird. But yeah, heading towards Stirling, and then from there we are turning left and heading down to Cumbernauld. There's a bridge over there. No, it's not. I wish I'd have flown into Edinburgh right now, because we'd have been done and dusted, and it's nice. I like Edinburgh. For some reason, I'm less of a fan of Glasgow than I am Edinburgh, and I don't know why. Edinburgh's approach just feels more beautiful than Glasgow's. Glasgow's is just generic. Okay, so I've had enough of the autopilot now. Away it goes. The motorway down here now, just below us, is the one that we can follow all the way to Cumbernauld. I say all the way, it's really not too far away now. But as I said, the weather is rubbish and it is completely enforcing that point. So I'm going to descend down to like, I don't know, 1500 feet, something like that. And then we'll just follow this road and we'll see it. It's that simple. I always pick the best places to fly with the best weather for some reason. The 2,500 foot clutch of airspace is exactly where we are now, hence why we're below 2,500 feet. And you can see the wind is just pushing us all over the place. So landing this thing is probably going to be quite interesting. But hey ho. I think I actually see Cumbernauld just ahead of me. We'll see though. At the moment, the wind is 52 knots from the west, so essentially a 52 knot headwind, maybe a little bit less because we're not quite pointing to the west, but I really hope that it's not that bad when we're over the threshold, because we will essentially be landing at about 15 knots ground speed, which is never fun. I'm not going to use anywhere near enough flap for this. I'm going to use something, I'm going to use 20 degrees, something like that. I don't need full. It's just going to cause too much float, too much balloon. It'll take forever to get down. It'll be like trying to land a hot air balloon. But anyway, see Cumbernauld now, just 12 o'clock of us. We're going to make essentially a straight-in approach for runway 26. So we're going to start to slow down, the mixture's in, the controls in. Apparently Eddie Stobart operate out of here. I don't know why they would. Like, maybe it's air contract. I don't know why. There's no way air contractors flying to Cumbernauld, surely. I don't know where I figured that out from. Never mind. Whatever. Okay, cool. 1,000 feet. And looking good so far, apart from the weather. We start to slow down now. We'll take 10 degrees of flap. Just about. There you go. Nice. And 20 degrees. And that's enough for us. .28 knots on the head now, just from the right slightly. Make sure I actually have a use of rudder pedals. There we go. A little bit fast. Use that though. Whoa. That lightning. 70 knots, 75 knots-ish. Bring it down a bit more. And there goes that crosswind. 30 knots now. You can see it trying to lift us and then drop us, which is interesting. Preferably not into that industrial estate. 65. I'm being brave here. 60. See the sink and then the float. What is going on? And there's the float and then there's the sink. Wow. That was not fun. Fly it onto the runway if it will let me. This is what I mean about. There we go. We did touch the ground. We did. Come on. See what I mean about the headwinds? That's what happens when you have almost a 45 knot headwind and we pretty much instantly stop. So that was interesting. Turn it around if it will let me. There we go. I'm actually being blown off the runway. It's always fun. I missed the exit because I can't turn. That's interesting. Why can't I turn? Let's take this next right instead. Wind, man! The world is full of it. I did Montreal to Amsterdam in just over 4 hours. It's like 4 hours and 8 minutes, which is unheard of. There we go. Right, we'll park it here, and then we're done. Let's turn the landing light off with the strobe light. Maybe the flaps up now. Could have done that a while ago, to be honest. I flew that entire trip with my transponder. Oh no, never mind. The transponder is not done by me anymore. Right, we'll point it into the wind, so I'll turn it to the right, and we'll just park it in the corner here. Oh no, because that's actually a link through. Okay, we'll go down here instead. Nice scenery though, really nice scenery. Park it in the corner here, just facing the wind, so about there is good. Got enough room to turn around. Nice! Parking brake is on, and turn the taxi light off. Mixture out, and mags off. Beacon come off now, and pitos, etc. And we can turn the avionics off. We are finally here. In one piece, just about. That was interesting. That was really interesting. Flying this thing in strong wind. Well, flying any GA aircraft in strong wind is not fun. It becomes... There's a point where it turns from challenging to just plain stupid. And I think we may have just crossed that boundary right there. Because, I mean, as I was coming over the threshold, it was up to 40 odd knots, like 45 knots. So, this probably wasn't the best day for flying, but whatever. We did it. And now we're here. So, that is the end of part number 4. We are in Cumbernauld. I wonder when part number 5 will take us. Let me know where you want to go. I already have a plan. I already told you this, but if enough of you say something else, then we'll go somewhere else. If you want to know where Cumbernauld is, you need to go on the internet and look. It's right in between Glasgow and Edinburgh, so we have to go south from here. So possibly somewhere like I don't know, Carlisle, or I don't know, maybe. Yeah, actually, Carlisle seems quite nice. We could go to Carlisle, I think. Carlisle, or maybe we could cross over to the eastern coast and go down towards Newcastle that way. We'll see. Let me know what you think. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, as always, take care. And I'll see you later. Bye bye!